Hi, this is Mark Besser of Besser Healthcare. In this video, I will discuss STD testing for men, how it's different from the STD testing for women, which STDs men should test for, how it's performed, what to do if you have positive or negative STD test result, and how often men should get tested for STDs. And finally, our recommendation on how and where you can get tested. Either you want to know for sure if you are STD free, or if you think you have an STD, with fast, affordable, and 100% discreet, private, and confidential testing. Or you may go to bessercare.com/STD check. Sexually transmitted diseases or STDs do not discriminate. Anyone who is sexually active is at some level of risk. Men and women both encounter the same STDs. They usually develop the same symptoms, and they are medically treated similarly. So, that being said, are there any differences between men and women when it comes to STDs and testing? The short answer is yes. How is STD testing different for men? Men and women are at risk of obtaining all of the same STDs. However, because of their anatomy, women bear a disproportionately higher risk of acquiring STDs than men. This is mainly due to the fact that it's easier for bacteria to develop in the vagina than in the penis, which can lead to the growth of bacterial STDs like chlamydia and gonorrhea. Men will likely find it is easier to notice symptoms than women, such as discharge. While women regularly have discharge and the consistency can change, discharge in men can be an obvious indicator that something is wrong for men. Men should not, however, simply rely on observing symptoms to self-diagnose an STD, as most STDs do not show any symptoms. All of the STD tests offered by a recommended STD screening company are performed similarly, regardless of gender. Which STDs should men test for? We always suggest testing for all of the most common STDs. Some STDs may be more common than others, and you may feel there could not be a chance that you have HIV or syphilis, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Because STDs often lay dormant without symptoms, it's easy for people to misidentify or not receive the proper treatment, all while the STD is quietly developing further. STDs don't go away without treatment, and they can cause irreversible damage. Men are susceptible to the same STDs as women, so for everyone, we suggest testing for the 10 most common STDs. How are STD tests performed on men? It's very simple for anyone to get tested for STDs with our recommended STD screening company. Simply 1. Choose your preferred test or panel on their website. 2. Select a convenient lab from one of their 4,500 locations. 3. Visit the selected lab to have the test performed. 4. View your results 1 to 2 business days after getting tested. Their tests require either urine or small blood samples, but none of them use penis swabs. Some STD testing providers require men to have bacterial STDs checked by inserting a small cotton swab into the tip of the penis, but not our recommended STD screening company. So relax, it's non-invasive. You don't need to schedule an appointment with your chosen lab to have your test performed, and lab visits generally only take a few minutes. For positive STD results. If any of your test results come back positive, they have real doctors available to talk with you about your diagnosis over the phone. Just like any other doctor you'd visit, they can prescribe treatment for positive results and send it to the pharmacy of your choice. They may also refer you to a specialist, if necessary. Not getting tested out of fear of a positive result is one of the most common reasons people don't get tested. But ignoring an STD will only make things worse, and most STDs can be treated. For negative STD results. A negative STD test result means that you are not currently infected with an STD. This is typically the point when all of your thoughts and worries are put at ease, but keep in mind that it is possible to test for STDs too early, which can cause false negative results. How often should men get tested for STDs? You should get tested for STDs as often as you feel necessary to protect your health. There is no single testing schedule that will apply to everyone. Generally, we suggest getting tested after every new partner and, at the very least, getting tested once per year. How often should men who have sex with men or MSM get tested? MSM face an especially high risk of acquiring certain STDs. Among those high-risk STDs are syphilis and HIV. In 2016, MSM accounted for 58% of male primary and secondary syphilis cases. Of those MSM who had syphilis and knew their HIV status, approximately half were found to be HIV positive as well. Some behaviors that are common with MSM, such as neglecting to consistently use condoms and anal sex, greatly increase the chances of acquiring STDs. Additionally, having an STD like syphilis increases the likelihood of contracting HIV, especially if you are experiencing an active outbreak. MSM should consider getting tested often so they can know their status, protect themselves and their partners, and be able to quickly identify and treat other STDs to reduce the risk of HIV. Wrapping things up. All in all, straight men may actually have it easier when it comes to the whole STD thing. They're a little less likely to acquire bacterial STDs, like gonorrhea and chlamydia, if symptoms are present, then men may notice sooner. Plus, they have a 0% chance of transmitting STDs to their children compared to women when giving birth, because they cannot give birth obviously. If you have not been tested for STDs within the past year, if you aren't a fan of using protection, or if you have multiple partners, you should consider getting tested. And now, onto our recommended STD screening company. Click the website link listed in the description below this video to see the list of their test centers in your area with the discount coupon. Or go to bessercare.com/STDcheck. Our recommended STD screening company makes getting tested for STDs a simple and convenient process in just 3 steps. Step 1. Order their STD 10 test panel or individual tests online or by phone. Step 2. Choose one of their 4,500 test centers nationwide. Testing only takes minutes. Step 3. Your test results are delivered in your online account within 1 to 2 days. The entire process is fast, affordable, and 100% discreet, private, and confidential. Remember, either you want to know for sure if you are STD-free, or if you think you have an STD, you need to get tested as soon as possible. Don't delay. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video or find value from it, please click the like button and let us know what you think in the comment section below. Or if you have further questions or want to share something with us in private, please feel free to reach out to us at mark@besserhealthcare.com. And if you want us to include a certain topic in our next videos, please let us know in the comments section below or email us. Also, subscribe to our channel and click that bell for you to be notified of our upcoming videos. See you again in our next videos. Stay safe and healthy, everyone.